here we go. Calculating limiting reactants. We have calcium carbonate and iron 3-phosphate. And we're going to have to do both of these guys. We'll just start with calcium phosphate. We know we have 100 grams of calcium carbonate. We want to change that to moles. The molar mass of calcium carbonate is 100.09 grams in 1 mole. Our ratio, we have 3 moles of calcium carbonate for every 1 mole of calcium phosphate. And our molar mass of calcium phosphate is 310.18 grams per 1 mole. And when we do the math, we come up with 103.3 grams. Well, that would just be 103 actually. Calcium phosphate made. Okay? Now we'll do the same thing using our 45 grams of iron 3-phosphate. Let me move that out of the way. Molar mass of iron 3-phosphate, 150.82 grams in 1 mole. Our ratio, if we look back up here, is 2 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 mole of calcium phosphate to 2 moles of iron 3-phosphate. Molar mass is 310.18 grams of calcium phosphate to every 1 mole of calcium phosphate. And when we do the math, this time we get 46.3 grams made. Okay, 46.3 grams is smaller than 103, which means our limiting is our iron 3-phosphate. So now we're going to use that, and because I am magic, I'm going to do some copying. You can go ahead and write all this out. Just pause until you're ready, because I'm going to use the same thing. But instead of calculating calcium phosphate, now we're going to calculate iron 3-carbonate. Our ratio is 2 to 1. So 1 mole of iron 3-carbonate. The molar mass of iron 3-carbonate is 291.72 grams in 1 mole. And that comes out to 43.5 grams of iron 3-carbonate. Sorry, I forgot to write that down. Made. Okay, so we've calculated this and we've calculated this. Now we have to calculate what we're going to use of our calcium carbonate. So it's going to become our unknown. We're still starting with our known, 45 grams of iron 3-phosphate. Oh, look, I can do the math. I can do the magic again. Look at that. But this time, we're going to be making calcium carbonate, which is a 3 to 2 ratio. 3 moles of calcium carbonate to every 2 moles of iron 3-phosphate. Molar mass of calcium carbonate is 109 grams per 1 mole. And when we do the math on that, we get 44.8 grams used. Once again, I'm going to make a difference here. We calculated one product. The first product we calculated, we made that much. The second product we calculated, we made that much. But now we're calculating a reactant. So we're not making the reactant, we're using the reactant. And we used up 44.8 grams. How many grams of calcium carbonate did we begin with? Well, if we read back up here, we started with 100 grams. So if we want to know what was left over, we'll take 100 grams minus 44.8 grams, and I believe that gives us 53.2, no, 54.2. No, 55.2. Let's do the calculator, shall we? 100 minus 44.8 is 55.2. It's been a long day, and I'm trying to get out of here. Grams left over. Alrighty then.